What is good, guys? It's Monster Chappie. We're back today for another Madden 13 gameplay, and today we got a special game. Well, not too special, but it's special. This is actually a GamerSaloon money game for 10 bucks. Nothing too crazy. I've got the Bears, my opponent as the Seahawks, and today I just want to talk about betting in general, and rules. What the heck do you mean by rules, Chappie? What are you talking about? Well, when you bet, usually, you know, you just play by the rules of the game or whatever the case may be, but there's always those additional rules, those spreads, the you can't use this team, I get home field, you know, you can't do certain glitches in the game, certain gimmicks in the game, no blocking kicks, blocking punts, turbo blitzing. There's a variety of different things that can be stipulated, and the key thing for all of you guys out there that do plan on betting and do plan on having rules, or you know, you're playing somebody else and you want to have rules or whatever the case may be, is to make sure you're comfortable with the rules that are being played with. So if you use a custom and the rule they want to have is no custom playbooks, maybe you don't want to play that person. You know, for the most part, right here we get them to fumble, but again, we are not able to cover that, unfortunately. But the key thing here I want you to keep and to leave this video with is only play for money if you're comfortable with what the rules are. Right here we just completely whiff on that tackle. But you know, just only bet if you're comfortable with the rules. If you're playing 2K and they say no heat and they use the thunder, you know, that's probably what most people are going to do. If they play Madden like this guy, for instance, he wanted home field, no Packers, no Niners, and then he goes ahead and grabs the Seahawks. Now, keep in mind, I like using the Bears, and I don't mind being the road team, so this didn't bother me. But for some of you guys, for a lot of people out there, that would be a problem. Now, that is just one thing, and everybody's comfort zone will be different. So just do what you're comfortable with and never feel pressured to take a bet that you're not comfortable with taking, because at the end of the day, it's always up to you as the individual to say yes or no to locking in on a bet. And if you do lock in on a bet and you guys do agree, if you win, be sure to get paid, and if you lose, be sure to pay up right away, and don't make a bet that you can't pay up on. That is one good rule of thumb. Oh, that is one thing. Guys get too confident. They get a little bit too confident, and they just take bets that they should feel that they win, and then they end up losing, and then they don't have the money or whatever was bet to basically compensate the winner. Now, right there, what you seen just before half was a beautiful thing by my man, Mr. Jennings. Basically, he was able to get that Eiht, and we were able to basically steal a free 3 points. So that was a beautiful way to end the half. Even though he did hold us to 3, we would have been better off with the touchdown. But sometimes, you know, it's better off just getting your points. And right here, hitting us up with that read option again. And that's basically his offense. Read option and run some curls and run some slants from the wide receivers. I mean, we were adjusting to the curls. We were putting, you know, different zones out there and things like that. But somehow, you know, they just kept holding on to the ball. My guys just kept not making plays. Just unfortunate things were happening. And, you know, that's going to happen from game to game. You know, it's just the way the game works out. So, you know, we'll do our best and continue to try to move the ball and get some points on the board. Try to get a touchdown. Probably go for 2. And, you know, see how that works out. He gets us to a 4th and 5 here. But Devin Hester showing off why he's on the field with that speed. And then Johnny Knox showing off that speed as well. Right here, he just spins right back into the mix of things. And he go. I mean, my only problem with this read option, on this game is that when you hit the quarterback, they don't fumble. You know, it's very rare that they're going to fumble the ball, which is very unrealistic because in real life, you know, obviously if you get hit, you are going to fumble as often as you would any other case, and quarterbacks obviously aren't running backs, which is why they're quarterbacks and they pass the ball. So, you know, when I hit a quarterback on the game, if he's running off of a passing play, he's going to fumble a good percentage of the plays. As you can see here, if you get hit while you're on a passing play, you're probably going to fumble. But if you run a read option, you run a QB wrap, you run a triple option, any one of those designed QB run plays or, you know, design run plays like that, like look at this. It's just they break tackles and they don't fumble. Madden 14 or Madden 25, whatever you guys are going to call it, please fix this. and we'll be straight. But as you can see, we got a nice game on our hands. What we need right now is a stop more than anything else. 2nd and 13, and we go ahead and start bringing some pressure. He went away from the QB option, and we went ahead and brought some more pressure. So, you know, we were able to get the stop, force the punt, and now it's time for our offense to kill some clock and hopefully get a touchdown, man. But if worst case scenario, we'll take 3 with as little bit of time on the clock as possible. Go ahead and get the 2-minute warning, but we find our man Johnny, a.k.o. Mr. Knox, get in the end zone. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So now all we need to do is stop him from scoring a touchdown. So let's see what we can do. He's going back to the read option. It's pretty much all he's had success with all game. And again, back to those slants and curls. Back to those slants and curls. This time, I'm not sure what my purple zone did, and then my defender over there went a little bit silly, but oh, that is so frustrating. Oh, man, we had him bottled up, and we just let him go by just the slightest margin of error right there. I mean, literally, I don't know what it is. Maybe when it's just me, but when I play with the Seahawks, nobody besides Sidney Rice holds onto the ball, especially if they get hit. But, you know, for him, they don't seem to drop anything. Right there, he finds a nice read. And then the next play, we get him trying to run, and it's time to give me them cookies. I mean, for as many times as Russell Wilson got hit this game, it was about time we recovered 1. I think we forced 3 or 4 fumbles, but only recovered 1. But, hey, that's just sometimes the way the cookie crumbles. And that was a great game. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to subscribe for more and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Till the next time, we go!